is that just like, there is a Janmashtami, Radhashtami, all these great festivals, the day before is called Adivas. Adivas means is a day before where we actually prepare our consciousness for the festival. So that, and also we pray for the mercy of the Lord that there are no obstacles, and then we prepare our consciousness so that we can serve the Lord with that focus, devotion, and sincerity. Similarly, this is not just Janmashtami is one day, Radhashtami is one day, and the previous day we do this Adiva ceremony preparing the consciousness. Whereas when we take this month of Kartik or Damodar, it is the entire month. So nearly 30 days we are actually going to celebrate this wonderful, beautiful pastime of the Lord. So at least a week before, we want to remind ourselves what is the consciousness in which we want to, celebrate this Leela of the Lord. What are the different things we can do? What are the things we can avoid? In what way we can do this as a wonderful offering for the Lordships? So this is something like the entire week we can actually reflect on this so that when the month starts we are prepared, even though every year we may do, we can always see how we can enrich this year better. Okay, last year I've done it. It's not just about Damodar programs, what we have done, but it's also about our sadhana. Okay, how was my sadhana in the last Damodar month? What am I going to do in this Damodar month? And what are the different things I can do this year as a Damodar Vrata? And in what way I can actually help others, in this month, bring people closer to Krishna. So all these different, things we can actually reflect, so that, when the month of Kartik begins, we are, at least we know in paper what we have to do. And it is like, it is up to us. There is no one to here to tell you that, oh, you have not done that, you are punished. It's Krishna has given us a free will for us to use the way we want. But when this free will we exercise as per the Lord's sweet will, then actually we see that we are able to um, please the Lord. So this is a wonderful opportunity. So I thought that a few reflections. I'm not going to touch on this story, the pastime. You all know that, but of course, there is so much to know from this pastime. Many of our acharyas have given commentaries on this particular pastime of Krishna. As we all know, Krishna has got four special, unique qualities. You know, Brahmaji has got 50 qualities. you know Lord Shiva has got a certain number of qualities, but the Jiva has got some qualities, but Krishna has got a unique four qualities which is not in any of the devatas or anybody, which makes it very unique. And what are those four qualities? They are the sweetness of Krishna's pastimes, Leela Madhuri, Rupa Madhuri, the sweetness of Krishna's beauty. uh, then Venu Madhuri, Krishna's got a flute where no one else has got the flute, and the flute itself is a unique thing Krishna's got by which he attracts all the conditioned souls. He has a certain tunes to attract the cows, attract his cowherd friends, attract the gopis. So that is Venu Madhuri. And then Bhakta Madhuri, the sweetness with his of his devotees. So Krishna is very, Leela Purushottama. He performs unlimited pastimes. And Krishna book, whoever has not got Krishna book, we see in Krishna book itself there are 90 pastimes. We can read every single day. So this is something very, very special. And in that unlimited pastimes of Krishna, this Damabandhana Leela is a very, very unique pastime. And this happened when Krishna was in Gokul, Gokul Mahavan, because Krishna was in Gokul uh, up to 3 years and 4 months. He
Uh,
performed all the leelas. I think someone, uh, Hare Krishna, can we request the devotees to mute?
yes.
Thank you.
Tell me.
Okay, thank you. So, of all the unlimited pastimes, this Mother Yashoda binding Krishna is a very special pastime. It happened in Gokul Mahavan. So Krishna was there and up to 3 years, 4 months he was in Gokul. Then later Nanda Baba took Krishna to Vrindavan. Then later we see, uh, they moved to different places actually. And then Nandagram, later, but then initially it was in Gokul. And there only he delivered Putana, Shakatasura, all these pastimes happen in Gokul Mahavan. And this Mother Yashoda binding Krishna is the last pastime happened in Gokula. So after that, Krishna, Nanda Maharaj moved his residence to Vrindavan. So it's very special, this pastime. And we see that Yashoda, this pastime of this Mother Yashoda tying Krishna, it glorifies not only Krishna, it glorifies Mother Yashoda. Mother Yashoda's love for Krishna is unparalleled. The very name Yashoda means, Da means given, Yash means fame. So Mother Yashoda is giving fame to Krishna. What fame she is giving to Krishna? Krishna is all famous, isn't it? Krishna is famous, especially he's famous for being controlled by his devotees. And Mother Yashoda, by her pastimes, by her love, she's proving that Krishna is conquered by the love of his devotees. So she's giving that fame. It's already famous, but she is, by her own example, she's spreading that fame of Krishna everywhere, that Krishna is conquered by his devotees. Krishna is Ajita, unconquerable, but he is conquered by the love and affection of his devotees. And that's what is the whole Leela is all about. How Mother Yashoda with her love bound Krishna. Mm. So, so this pastime of Krishna glorifies Mother Yashoda also. Devotees, the real power of love. This pastime brings out the real power of love. And we see that, Krishna's, the devotees are a step ahead of Krishna. That Krishna is the supreme, but the love of his devotees is even greater than Krishna, because Krishna himself becomes conquered by that love of his devotees. So it is very sweet. And so that is why this pastime is very much glorified. And Parikshit Maharaj, Sukadeva Goswami in Srimad Bhagavatam, he actually tells Parikshit Maharaj that even Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, even Lakshmi Devi, who is always residing in the heart of, I mean, in the chest of Vishnu. Even she could not get that mercy what Mother Yashoda got. She received from Krishna. So that is the very higher position of Mother Yashoda. So is it that Mother Yashoda has did some penances, austerities that has made her to become mother of Krishna? So then there is a commentary which says that just by austerities one cannot become mother or father of Krishna. Mother Yashoda and Nanda Baba, Nanda Maharaj, they are Nitya Siddhas. They are the eternal associates of Krishna. They are eternal parents of Krishna. It is not just that they have done some austerity, and because of that austerity, Brahma became very pleased, and then they gave the boon that you can become mother. No. Apparently, externally, there could be some pastimes like that, but then, actually speaking, in reality, they are the eternal parents of Krishna, and they're always in the mood of that vatsalya, the parental love, Mother Yashoda. So the greatness of Mother Yashoda is very much highlighted in this pastime of, Damodar Leela. So it's Mother Yashoda's glory is also very much we can see in this pastime. So it is such a wonderful pastime. So we all can read this in the Krishna book, and it is one of the things recommended also in the Damodar map. So I'm not going to go in detail of this pastime, just to understand that Mother Yashoda by her love tied Krishna with a rope. So this beautiful pastime, so this is a very beautiful pastime, and this month, okay, so is very, very glorious. In the Vedic calendar, the each month is named after Krishna's name. So this particular month is also called, is Damodar month or Kartik month. And the Kartika Devi is the presiding deity of this month. And who is Kartika Devi? That is Srimati Radharani. So this is a month of Srimati Radharani. So if we do any service, we do anything for Krishna in this month, especially offering of lamps, Srimati Radharani becomes very pleased. And only by the mercy of Srimati Radharani that we can get mercy of Krishna. Because Srimati Radharani is very merciful that if anyone approaches her, even though they are not qualified, she recommends to Krishna that here is a sincere devotee, my dear Lord, please accept him or her. So that is the mood of Srimati Radharani, very, very compassionate, ocean of compassion. That is why Mahaprabhu himself, Krishna himself, took her mood and came as um, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So her heart is full of love. She doesn't see who is qualified, who is unqualified. That is why it is very important that we need mercy of Srimati Radharani to get mercy of Krishna. So in this month, Srimati Radharani being the presiding deity of this month, so if we please her, then naturally Krishna will be very, very pleased. So this month is glorified so much in all the scriptures like Padma Puran, Skanda Puran, and Srila Sanatana Goswami in his Hari Bhakti Vilasa. He gives a lot of quotations from Padma Puran and Skanda Puran about the glories of Kartik month. A very glorious month. And many, many stories are there. That is what I wanted to share today. Some of those stories, the power of this, the potency of this Kartik month. And then what are the different kinds of things we can try to do in this month for our own self, and also how we can help others. So that's what I thought I will share today. So this month, Kartik month, it is mentioned that it is also this month, people do a special vrata called Urja Vrata. Srimati Radharani is also called Urjeshwari. So this is like, so this month, there are certain vratas mentioned, which we will talk about it soon. But before that, some of the glories of this month. It is mentioned that this month, um, if we do actually any seva, especially we do an offering of lamp in this month, what happens is that not only we get benefited, the person who is offering the lamp, our ancestors, they are also getting benefited. Not just the ancestors, the future generations, children, grandchildren, even those who have not taken birth. Just imagine uh, what a potency it has got. So that is the potency of this Kartik month. Not only those who have departed from this world, like many generations before and the generations to come. Just by we doing that, our earlier generations, the future generations, they're all getting blessed. So that's why this month is called like a great sale month. It is like whatever activity we do in this month, it's like 100 times it multiplies the benefits. Multiplies multifold times. Um, so that is why it is like, if a shop has got a sale, then what happens? People go special sale, then people go there and buy. But normal days, they may not go to that particular shop because some branded products they're very expensive. But at some point of time, they may put a sale. Then even, people who normally don't go there, they go that time because it's a sale, so they can get something in a cheaper price. Similarly, this Kartik month, of course, for those devotees who are performing devotional service all throughout the year, it is, they are anyway going to do it. It is like a regular customer. A regular customer is anyway going to go whether it is a sale or no sale, right? So similarly, those who are already practicing Krishna consciousness and following all the, devotional services, for them, anyway they're going to do. But this is for especially for those, like who not able to do in the other, months of the year, but just like no, not a regular customer, but they are looking for a special discount or a sale, and they like to go. So similarly, this is an opportunity for those who are not able to perform any, devotional services, all throughout the year. They can grab this opportunity and they can get, benefited so much. So that is why it is very, very, very special in that sense. And then there are certain stories mentioned in the Puranas and the scriptures that how someone has followed that, and the benefit what they have obtained by following the simple things, in this month. So I just trying to share some stories here. So this is about a person, a Brahmana, lived a long time back. His name was Dharmadatta, and this Dharmadatta, he was like, he was going to a temple, and in the midnight, he was like walking around, and that time he saw a very ghastly, kind of a witch kind of thing, and then he became very frightened, and then he thought what to do. He was started trembling, and then became very fearful. On his hands, he had some arati paraphernalia because he is going to temple. So he thought he will do a vrata in the whole night and then take darshan in the morning. So he was having that puja plate. So then when he saw this, witch, he became very frightened, and then, he immediately threw that plate, on that witch. And there were many paraphernalias on that plate. They all, fell on that witch, and he was just remembering the Lord. So, fortunately, there was cup of water, like Achmana water. There was another cup of water where Tulasi was also there. So when this water touched the witch, then the witch felt freed from all sins. The witch could remember her past life. So then the witch started speaking to Dharmadatta. Oh, my dear Brahmana, thank you so much, for protecting me. I feel freed from all the sins I have committed before because I was earlier wife of a Brahmana, and I never treated my husband properly. And I was like doing many things without his knowledge. I was like, I would always quarrel, and I was doing many activities which are not favorable. But I was doing all these things, and later my husband got very upset with me, and then he married another woman. Then I became very angry, and she drank poison and then committed suicide. So then, actually, she was brought, in front of Yamaraj. Then Yamaraj said that, what punishment should be given to this lady who has left the body. So then Chitragupta said she has not done any good activities, not even one single good activity she has done in her lives. And only big list of all the demonic activities she has done. And then for various sins she has committed, they were actually calculating what are the punishments. So in that punishment, it was mentioned that she is going to remain as a witch for quite a long time, and then later, she's going to take three different lives. One life of a bird, which is like a another life as a hog, and then another life as a cat, like all those kind of animalistic life. So she was sharing all her, because she could remember all her past lives. And then she was praying, asking Dharmadatta, what shall I do? How can I free myself this from this form of, the witch form? Please help me. So then Dharmadatta said, generally, to clear off all our sins, we have to do austerities, we have to do tapasya, we have to go to the holy dham, we have to give charity, all these different things by which one can chant the name of the Lord. That is the way one actually can get out of all the sins. But in your case, you can't perform all this, mm, as a witch you can't perform, because you're moving with your because she's committed suicide in a subtle body, you're moving around, so you can't perform all these things. So he became very compassionate. And this Dharmadatta, all throughout his life, he has done the Kartik Vrata. So she said to that lady that from my childhood I have done this Kartik Vrata. So I feel very seeing your condition. The only thing what I could now do is that I will give half of my merits of all the Kartik Vrata I have observed from my childhood. So in that way, your life will be better. So then he took some water, he offered some mantras, and then he prayed to the Lord, and then he said that he's offering all this merits for her. And as soon as and he sprinkled the water, and then immediately this witch, she turned her form into a very beautiful woman. She was looking like a goddess of fortune. And then she fell down at the feet of Dharmadatta, and she was like, oh, you have, saved me from becoming, because I have to go through so many other lives also. And already I was suffering as a witch, so now you have completely, protected me from gliding down. And then while she was talking, a very beautiful Vimana came down, and Vishnu Tudas were there, and they took this beautiful women to the spiritual world. And they told to Dharmadatta that because you have given your merits of your austerities you have done in Kartik Vrata to this witch, your, Vratas blessing has doubled now, because you have given that as a charity, to this suffering soul. Now it is not depleted. Generally, what we think, when we give something to someone, it depletes. That's what the material calculation. But in spiritual calculation, whatever we give to others, it only multiplies. So he said that you given half the credit only she came out, her form got changed. She was completely freed from all sins. And now the Vishnu Duda said that now you have now increased your credits, doubled your credits basically. And then you will, after you have completed, living your life in this world, you will come back to Goloka, spiritual world. So this is the amazing benefit of performing Kartik Vrata. And this person has not done it. He just gave half of the credits. And just to see, even a person in a ghostly form can get blessed and got freed and liberated from the ghostly form. Such is the power of this Kartik Vrata mentioned here. So this is one of the very beautiful pastime we could see how Kartik Vrata is very, very powerful. And it is mentioned that no yajna, no charity or tirtha, tirtha is a sacred place, is equal to this Kartik Vrata. So nothing can equate observing Kartik Vrata. How fortunate are we, that we are able to do this Kartik Vrata. And another beautiful pastime also, this is very, very amazing actually. This pastime actually happened in the end of Satya, or at the end of Satya Yuga. There was one Brahmana, and he was like, he had a daughter, and her name was Gunavati. And this, Brahmana, he was like, he had a student also, and this student later married his daughter. And then he was like treating him like a father. So they were living together happily. One day, what happened then when he was going to the forest to get some firewood, both the father and the son-in-law, both of them died by, some animals attacked. And then, yeah, some demons attacked and then they got killed. And then this Gunavati became alone. So then she was like, what to do now? Because there is nobody. And then, but she was very particular following Ekadasi and Kartik Vrata. She was very determined. Even when her body was not cooperating, she would go to Ganga and then take bath, and she would do all the austerities. So one particular time, she went to Ganga to take bath, but she was not at all well. Her body was completely weak. Then what did she do was, she was completely weak, and when she tried to take a bath, she collapsed and left the body. So that time a spiritual Vimana came and took Gunavati, to the spiritual abode. And then when later the Lord appeared, to perform pastimes in Dwaraka, Krishna, when he appeared in Dwaraka to perform pastimes, that Gunavati, who went back to the spiritual world, she came down as Satyabhama, as one of the queens of Krishna. Because once Satyabhama asked Krishna, my dear Lord, I am so blessed, I am so fortunate that I have got you, the Supreme Personality of God, as my husband. How is that possible? What did I do in my early life that I have got you as my husband? For that, Krishna replied, gave this story, her past story. So, this is a story of Satyabhama that she performed Kartik Vrata, you know and because of her intense Kartik Vrata, she pleased Krishna, and then she came as one of the queens of Krishna. And not only that, because when she was in her early life, she would actually had a beautiful tulsi plant garden. Actually, she actually maintained a beautiful tulsi garden, and she would worship so much. So because she worshipped Tulasi in her early life and then performed this Kartik Vrata. So in her in in spiritual world, Satyabhama, even in the palace of Satyabhama, there is this Kalpa Vriksha tree. Because she worshipped Tulsi Devi, she got this Kalpa Vriksha. So this Kartik Vrata is so wonderful that Gunavati became Satyabhama despite performing Kartik Vrata and pleasing Krishna. So this is another beautiful pastime which shows the power of the potency of Kartik Vrata. And then I saw one more pastime as well. Yeah. So this is like yeah. So this is another pastime of one Brahmana. And this Brahmana's wife was like not a chaste woman. She was engaged in all kind of sinful activities, and she would never do anything auspicious. So like that. So that time one other Brahmana came, and he saw this lady is doing all kind of sinful activities. So he became so compassionate, and she said, "What are you doing? You're wasting all your life. You know what kind of sins you're going to, accumulate by doing all these sinful activities. Please give up all this, sinful actions now, you know, and then you." Now the month of Kartik is coming. Just surrender to this Kartik month. Get up early in the morning, take a bath, do arati for the Lord, chant the names of the Lord. So he was giving all this advice, for this very sinful lady. And for some reason, because this person, very pure Brahmana, and then he was with a great, genuine compassion, he spoke, it touched her heart. And then she felt, what did I do all these years? She repented and regretted for all the sinful activities she did in her lives. So then that Kartik month, she put all her heart, dedicatedly, she served every single day, following this Kartik Vrata. So then after that, when her lifespan finished and she left the body, She was promoted to the heavenly planets, and then later she was liberated. So in that way, they say that any person who observes Kartik Vrata and offers a lamp every day will be delivered. Just by hearing this pastime itself is very purifying and a blessing. That's what is mentioned here. So we can see how even a most sinful person can actually get liberated by this following this Kartik Vrata. How someone can become an eternal associate of the Lord by performing Kartik Vrata. They can also go back to the spiritual world. So it is amazing glories are mentioned, about this beautiful pastimes of the potency of Kartik Vrata. We are so fortunate that by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, that we are able to understand these potencies and, the benefits and the blessings one can get by following this Kartik Vrata. And we see Srila Prabhupada, in all the temples, we see that during this month of Kartik, morning and evening, all this, you know, lamp offerings all throughout in all the temples we see that, and devotees go and offer the lamps. So the mood of this thing, we can try to understand in this month of Kartik is that the form of Lord Damodar is a form who is a form of Krishna who got conquered by the love and affection of his devotee. So it is such a loving form. So the form of Damodara, actually, when we look at the form of Damodara, we have to understand that how Krishna got conquered by the love and affection of his devotees here at Mother Yashoda especially. And we see all many other pastimes also how Krishna gets conquered by the love of his devotees. So nothing else conquers Krishna in this world. One may be doing extraordinary recitation of prayers, but if the love is lacking, the devotion is lacking, and if the intention is something else, I am very scholarly, I know many things, that is not going to please Krishna. It is all about the intention. The activities are important, devotional activities. We should try our best to do devotional service. But most important is the intent in which we are doing it. If the intent is not right, we may not be able to, not we may not, we will not be able to please Krishna. Krishna actually reciprocates because, even we know Putana actually came in the form of a demon. I mean, she's a demon, she was a demon, but she took the form of a mother. She wanted to give milk to Krishna. So Krishna took that mood and gave her a motherly position in the spiritual world. Mm. But her intention was to kill Krishna. She came to give milk for what? Not because I love Krishna, but I want to kill Krishna. So then what Krishna did? Krishna killed her. Ye yatamam prabatyante tam sataiva bhajamyaham. As you surrender, I reward accordingly. In this world, we may do so many things. We get opportunity for various services. We get to sing in some places. We may go and distribute books. We may even do so many books, you know. But if my intent is not right, then I'm actually not getting that real fruit. And Krishna will bless me. Oh, yeah, you have gone out, you have sacrificed your time, your energy, you have extended yourself, you have taken a step. Even little swalpam we do. Swalpam, very little service we do also, we get lots of mercy. We are not talking about that here. We are talking about if we want to develop a loving relationship with Krishna, then we need to focus on the intention. If you're only looking for, I want some just benefit, some benefit, okay, I've done something, so Krishna, gives me some blessings. If that is the intention, we don't have to worry because even whether we are doing it consciously, unconsciously, favorably, unfavorably, doesn't matter. Krishna will give benefit. That is the mood of Krishna. Krishna never sends us without giving anything. Something he gives us. But if you want to develop a loving relationship with the Lord, if you want to taste that reciprocation of love, then intention matters a lot, you know. So that is why it is very important, we focus on this. So we have this whole month. We can either make it ritualistic, they say make it as a ritual this whole month. Oh, tick mark, I've done the chanting, I've got up early in the morning, I did for this, I've done. That's also can be done. That is more a ritual. And we do get the benefit or blessing of a ritual, whatever, because Krishna definitely reciprocates. If we take even a small step, Krishna comes forward so much. But if we want to make it spiritual, then we have to conscious of our intention. Because we are conditioned souls, our consciousness is not always pure. Most of the time it is not pure. It is mixed with the modes. Passion and ignorance dominated. You know, I do it because somebody else praises me. Or even when you do something, there are many other thoughts. Sometimes we do things just to please somebody, you know, just to, make impress someone, or to impress my own self. Or is it that a feeling of achievement, oh, I have done it, or for some name, fame, glory, or whatever. So that is what is a being conditioned soul. We are actually so much dominated by the modes of passion and ignorance. Goodness is also less. But if we want to really feel that loving relationship, because we have a great 1 month available, the choice is in our hands. We want to make it as another ritual. Okay, I've done so many house programs, so many this thing, so many that, so many this. Why? Because if I don't do these programs, my Bhakti Vriksha leader will question why, you have a sankalpa, you have not done it. Or somebody else will say, why Prabhu, you have not done it? Or they will think that I'm not capable enough. I'm not talented. I'm not skillful. I'm not managing properly. If I'm doing for all these things, that's a ritual. But I have a choice to make it spiritual. How blessed am I to get this opportunity? I don't deserve it because I am always, acting under the modes of passion and ignorance. I don't remember the Lord lovingly all the time. Many lives have forgotten Him, and even in this life, I'm actually doing devotional service with many mixed motives. You know, um, my motives this world may not see, but Krishna sitting in the heart knows completely, perfectly well. I can cheat anyone in the world, but I cannot cheat Krishna because He's there sitting in the heart. I may not say what I say to somebody else, but Krishna knows what am I thinking, what am I saying, and how am I acting. Everything he knows. I cannot escape from the eyes of Krishna. So, if I have to really develop a loving relationship with the Lord, then our mood is all of gratitude. Krishna, you have given me so much in my life. Whatever you have given me, I don't deserve that. Even though, I deserve many other punishments, you are so kind that you have protected me from that. Even if I am receiving something that is just a token of punishment because of my karma. But you have always, protect me, and you have given me such wonderful devotee association. You have given me Srila Prabhupada this con moment where I can learn, where I can develop, re-establish my relationship with you. You have given me the holy name, a great gift which is non-different from you, which is straight coming from Goloka. Uh, this is, so you have given Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, scriptures, saintly personalities, spiritual masters, the Guru Parampara, everything you have given me. As deities, you have come to attract me. As Shri Radha Lananishwara, the beautiful, smiling, as Srila Prabhupada says, innocent, smiling boy. And Shri Radha Gokulan, and then many beautiful deities all over the world. Prasadam, chanting, singing, feasting. What else I need? You have given me everything. I'm so sorry that I have forgotten you all these lives, even in this life. I'm always busy with many things. But you're so kind that you're always reminding me so sweetly and lovingly. extending your hands, extending your, love in so many different ways. I am forgetting you every moment, but you always remember me. So this is an opportunity, my dear Lord. I have got this month. I want to serve you with this loving mood, in a grateful mood, in a cooperative mood with the devotees. That is the most difficult thing to do, because our ideas, our thoughts are all different, and, many times it clashes with others, and it's very difficult to work along. But that's what all our acharyas want, the tolerance and the patience, doing things in the Vaishnava way, in the right perspective, being transparent, open, straightforward. These are the things we really want to, kind of learn, pray, beg for in this month of Damodar. You know. So then what happens, this Damodar month becomes truly spiritual, because in only with that heart, I can actually touch someone's heart. If my heart is ritualistic, what I can get? Oh, I've done 100 deepas, what benefit I'm getting? If my heart is full of receiving only, how will I actually give something to others? Even my giving to others is with the mood of what I will get. There is no rasa, there is no happiness, there is no bliss. So that is why it is very important that the mood is very important in this month. That I've received enough. Let me value it. Let me be thankful for what I have received. And the heart, the mood is, how can I give you Krishna in this month? What can I give you? How can I serve you better for all that you have done? I can never do anything for you. I can never repay back. But what can I do something in return with that loving mood? What can I do for all the Vaishnavas? What can I do for all the people in this world who don't know about you? I got you by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, but many people have not got you. They don't know about you. So, what can I do for them? How can I bring them closer to you? How can I introduce them to this process so that their lives becomes better? So, this is the consciousness. This is the mood we want to beg, Krishna. This is the mood we want to beg to Srila Prabhupada, to the Guru Parampara, well in advance, so that this month of Damodar is truly a blissful month, where in our heart we are all the time feeling that gratitude. And with that gratitude, we are trying to do everything. Okay, I want to offer a lamp for Krishna. It is an offering of love. Oh, what can I do in this month? How can I bring that devotee, this person's home? How many more programs I can do? How many more books I can distribute? How many more contacts I can bring in connection with Krishna consciousness? It becomes not a burden. If I do as a ritual, it is a burden. Or too many programs, how many programs I can go? I have no time, I have no rest, I have not this, and so many complaints. And we do devotional service with lamentation. Lamentation. Devotional service means it is done with devotion. Devotion is affection and love, at least to begin with, as gratitude. But otherwise, our devotional service becomes, it's like a burden. Oh my God, why this, all this sankalpas, targets, these are all for the material world. Why you are giving targets for us? Targets in the material world, already in our workplace, we are chasing after all the targets. Why here also targets? We get overwhelmed, distressed, lament, we criticize, we complain, and with that heart, how can we actually please Krishna? Not possible. So, if we want to make our devotional service relishable, then it should be in the mood of gratitude. We are thanking for this opportunity. How many people in the world have got this opportunity to go and do this? No. We are not qualified either to do that. But yet, in our conditioned state, we have got this opportunity. So, more of a gratitude is a reflection. How can I do this? That doesn't mean I'm closing the eyes and just telling to take so many things on the head. But how do we do it with getting more devotees, delicate and do it as a team effort? So then it doesn't become a chore. It doesn't become mechanical. It doesn't become a burden. It doesn't become lamentation. Rather, it becomes very blissful, very happy, enthusiastic. We become more determined. We feel we are looking forward. So that is the spirit. So that is why it is very, very important that we keep reminding ourselves. And of course, there are many, many vratas we can do in this month, just to highlight that few, and I will end there. Then, of course, the most important thing we all know is the uh, um, going with the ABCDs only, you know, getting back to the ABCDs most strongly in the month of basically the mood of increased devotional service. Because many of us are all, whoever is already doing devotion service, the mood of increased devotion service in the spirit of devotion. And for those who have not got the opportunity, it is an opportunity for devotional service. For others, it's a mood of increased devotion service. What can I do more in this month? So A for association. This is a month we want more association. For those who have never got association, we want to bring them to association. One is for ourselves. We should be associating with the devotees who has that fire, who has that right mood and right mentality of devotional service. Then we will imbibe. It is contagious. Association is contagious. We all know that. If we are with a bad association, we are going to be, if some set of people are always lamenting, always complaining about devotees, always complaining something or other, and that kind of a people we associate with, we are also going to do the same thing because it's very powerful. But if you are going to associate with the devotees who are looking forward for service, who is thinking that I am unqualified, but I'm very grateful, thankful, and I want to do something more, then we will get that fire. So, association is very important, and what kind of association is even more important. So, association is one of the most important things. Without that, we can never survive in Krishna consciousness, even however big we may be. That is a wonderful example of Bharata Maharaj. He went to the Mahabhagavat stage, Mahabhava, like just almost there for prema, pure love for Krishna. From that stage, he fell down. If Bharata Maharaj just fell down from that place, why? Because he didn't have association. He left everything and he went. And a deer he got attached. Where do we stand? Where do we stand in our devotional life? He could easily detach himself from the kingdom, from the fame, from the wealth, his beautiful wife, family. Can we do any of these things? Can we detach ourselves from our family, our relationships, our love, our connections, our wealth, our career? Can we do any of these things? No, we can't. He did everything, but on the top of that, he fell down. What is the guarantee for us? So that is a powerful example to show how important is association. Without association, we can never do that. So that's why we always want keep ourselves in the association of devotees. Keep always in the fire of devotional service. So association is topmost in the list. So then ourselves we have to have the right association, and our mood is this month we want to do as many programs as possible. Like each Bhakti Vriksha groups, each circles has been given some sankalpas. And our heart is that we want to reach out to so many people. We want to connect more people to Krishna and Srila Prabhupada so that they get association. They get association. One for myself and one for others. So association top in the list. B, we have to read books. It is mentioned in the month of Kartika, if someone is reading one verse of Srimad Bhagavatam every day, that is equal to reading all the 18 Puranas. Just one verse. And if someone reads Bhagavad Gita, sincerely, lovingly, happily, joyfully, the whole month of Kartik, that person is guaranteed back to Godhead at the end of the life. These are the glories given in the scriptures. So, one is we keep a book reading. We may be reading before, then we see at least 5 minutes extra we can read. Or we see that if we have not read regularly, this is a month of Kartik, we can make it, you know, regular, consistent. We are praying. It is one of the vrata I want to take of reading Srila Prabhupada books. Prabhupada has put his whole heart, he has sacrificed his sleep and everything to write these books for us. So at least I will read 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever time we think it is possible, but consistently. So that is one vrata we can take. I want to keep in association. Second, I want to bring more people to association. Second is that means I have to do more programs. The second thing is I want to read books so that I can connect with Srila Prabhupada and Krishna, and then I want to distribute books so that in this month of Kartik, we have the greater opportunity. All the home programs, we can set up a book table. So all the people, the home, whoever is there, they all can take books. We can go door to door Damodar. We can always carry books. So in that way, we can distribute. We can put a book table with Damodar. There we can actually distribute books. Wherever, whichever, there is a Diwali event happening, we are going there, setting up a table, books. Books are always there you know how much we can talk in a few minutes, but one book of Srila Prabhupada can change a person's life. So that is very powerful. So we read books and we give books. See, for chanting, the most powerful pillar, it is the means and the end. In spiritual life also, we will go there and chant only. Here also chanting. Here we are chanting with a conditioned state. There we will chant in the pure state. So chanting is the most vital element. So here is an opportunity for increasing rounds. Somebody who could not chant 16 rounds can increase, if you're doing 4, it can increase to 8. Or this whole month alone, someone can chant 16 rounds who are not chanting. That is a wonderful vrata. At least this whole month, I'm going to do 16 rounds. Or I'm going to step up in whatever number I have. It's an amazing vrata this month. And whoever is chanting 16 can even increase. And also, at least special ekadasis, we can increase more rounds or quality of rounds. Want to chant all the rounds in the morning. Nicely hear the rounds. Attentive japa. So this is something very, very important. Early morning japa. We have a japa call every single day, and we can join in that call so that we can get that support of all the devotees. We can chant. 5 o'clock it opens. It goes till 8 o'clock. Anytime we can log in, log out. So this is a greater opportunity for a early morning japa. And then we can also help other people to chant japa. Wherever we are going, Damodar program, we make people chant, at least chant Hare Krishna one time. We can make them chant. Even when we are distributing book, we can tell them, can you chant Hare Krishna? Like Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So let them chant the holy name. And in home programs, big home programs, long home programs, we do one round of japa. So giving holy name to others, ourselves and others all the time. And D is devotional service. Any seva we can do in this month, very, very, and the most important seva in this month, Damodar lamp offering. Offering of lamp is considered very special in this month. So we offer every single day lamp. We can offer additional lamps also for our ancestors or for people whom we want to pray for. All that we can do in this month. And it is mentioned in somewhere also, just like this pastime we read, because he gave merit for someone, then his merit doubled. Similarly, when we organize home programs and when we encourage many people to come and when we light the lamp and give, and all those people's blessing also, because we have encouraged other people to show the lamp, that all comes in our account also. Krishna is very kind. He will add more lamps in our account, in our spiritual account, the blessing. So this is a great opportunity. We want to show and we want as many people as possible to get this benediction of offering lamps in this particular month. And E is Ekadasi. Ekadasi is very, very special. Two Ekadasis anyway will come in the Kartik month. We can try to fast from grains. People who are already doing it, who are not able to do, we can encourage them to do Ekadasi. in this month, so that they are also getting benefited in this month, and food they can offer, for the Lord. It's like, people who are not have the habit of offering to Krishna. This is a month, we can make some wonderful offerings, and even devotees can make some nice wonderful preparations, sweets, kheer, it is mentioned, specifically kheer is mentioned. So whenever possible, at least, or daily possible, we can make some nice preparations for the Lord, and then offer. So like that, this whole month we can keep on talking for each syllable. I mean, each word, letter, we have something there. But I'm not going in detail. But the most important thing, also one of the things recommended throughout, I saw in all the stories, is waking up early in the morning this month and taking a bath is considered very, very, very auspicious. Krishna says that that is like in the yajna water, the purified water. That is like the bath what we are taking in the early morning bath, whether it is London, whether any place, it is equal to taking a bath in the sanctified water in all the holy rivers. And Krishna says, I enter the water in this month of Kartik. So very auspicious to, waking up early in the morning, taking a bath, chanting japa, offering arti for the Lord. So these are all something which Prabhupada already recommended for everything, recommended for everyone. If you are not able to do something, consistently, this is a month we can make it more consistent and this thing, so we can pray to the Lord in advance. We have 1 week, so we can write our own vratas. What am I going to do in regards to A, in regards to B, in regards to C, in regards to D, in regards to E, and additionally whatever we want to do. Fasting also, some people do fasting in this month, eating, sometimes they eat a couple of times, one time, so many different things. They're all very nice, but the most important is the previous things. Prabhupada always emphasized on the do's, and then of course this month there are also some of the things which can be avoided. If people can avoid, those who are eating vegetarian food, they can try to avoid at least this month non-vegetarian food, because as we're not causing harm to anyone, any living entities. So this month, that is considered, that is something which is recommended. And also, this is a month we want to not unnecessarily engage ourselves in talking about others, and criticizing unnecessarily. Those kind of things we want to avoid, because that is only just taking our energy and time and keeps us highly negative. And with that mood, it is difficult to practice or do any vratas properly. So all those things can be avoided. Yeah. So those are some of the things we can try to avoid, the unfavorable things that is not conducive for our devotional life can be avoided. And then we try to focus on all the positive things what we are going to do. So, so that is the main thing. So we can all try our best to see how we can keep up the mood. We can read a lot of lectures. Krishna book also, the pastime is there. We can read the pastime, Bhagavatam 10th canto basically. We can read in advance the whole story, even though we may know it. We should never get into the mood of, I already know it's nice. Many, many times we read, we understand so much. And then prepare nicely. And it's a great opportunity for our own sadhana. So it is, they say that sadhana, swadhyaya, sadhana is like all this different practices, especially chanting, hearing and all that. Swadhyaya is our study, reading of scriptures, seva, devotional service, and sadachar, how we deal with devotees. That is also another important thing. The reason it is always highlighted is because, devotees especially, we are all coming to devotional practices and each one is different. We are all individuals. We have our own plus and minus. That's why we are in this material world still and we are conditioned. So we have to understand that Prabhupada said we are in a hospital. Hospital means We have some problems. That's why we are in the hospital. And everyone is getting treated. Some may be, like treated very nicely, about to get discharged, or somebody is like in the middle, or somebody is just, admitted in the hospital. So like that. So we have to understand everyone has got something, but then we are not too much looking into it, and then focus on the other things, and then work in a nice spirit for serving Krishna, and keep our differences away, and then work together, and then also being very transparent and simple. Devotees, that is the spirit. What I feel, I share in a very nice way, but at least in private, come and share what I feel in my heart, and resolve things. Certain things are difficult to forget. I do understand. There are certain things, it's deep impressions, it doesn't go away. But we pray to Krishna that is, to help us to forget those things, and forgive those people, and just move on in our devotional service. And our focus is more of, okay, how can I help others? How can I do my vratas very nicely? And how many, people I can connect? And when our focus shifts from ourselves to others, then nothing bothers us much. But when the focus is more on us, then actually it affects us a lot. So that is why, even in, see, the healing process, people, they say that you should have a higher purpose and higher goal. When you have that, and when you're focusing on that, then you don't feel affected by your traumas and things like that. Even in material, the same, they say that. And spiritually, we have higher goals, to please Prabhupada and Krishna, and sankalpas. So it is good that we focus on that all the time. Even though other thoughts comes and disturbs us, we need to constantly remind ourselves and shift towards that higher purpose. Then we can actually come above all these conditionings. So in that way, this Damodar can be a very blissful month for all of us. So I'll stop here, and then if any questions or comments for a couple of minutes, we'll do that. And then Prabhu's birthday, we will say our wishes, and end here. Anything else? Any questions or comments? Or you want to add something? Okay. Quiet means nothing. All right. So Achyuta Sarvamohan Prabhu, you're here?
Yes, Mataji, yes.
Okay. Can you spotlight, please?
Mahalakshmi temple, I still remember. Dhire we became very close. And even though am I visible, Mataji? Consciousness much longer
I
than
can't
but
see you. Just a
Prabhu
moment.
and Mataji's
Yeah,
association,
putting it.
मैं बहुत कुछ
Ye-
Yeah,
experience
yeah,
किया
yeah.
uh,
जो पहले पता नहीं
yes,
था.
Mother.
Okay.
Yes, you're
और
visible.
I'll just actually very respect for Prabhu has increased so much the way
Somebody's
we are just
sharing.
putting the cake on the table. Couple like
Okay.
ideal couple like Prabhu and Mataji.
So many
कभी
devotees are gathered.
बहुत कुछ होता है मस्ती मस्ती में भी कभी कभी कपल एक दूसरे की क्या कहते हैं डिसरिस्पेक्ट हो जाती है जो भी but until I've known them I've never seen that. I've always seen Prabhu supportive in every single way. So Jagannath knows हम हर इंसान में कमी क्या है. So he knew I was lacking brother का वो bond relationship. तो बस प्रभु को भेज दिया हमारी लाइफ में and he's treated Diya and Dhruv like his own kids from before. और मायापुर में तो हमें मजा ही मजा आ गया जब वो सब इनिशिएशन के लिए आए थे. तो I was fortunate enough to accommodate them और बहुत मजा किया and it's a privilege कि प्रभु ने Prabhu coming into my life, Prabhu and Mataji Krishna has given us like a खून से भी ज्यादा जो बढ़कर होता है ना वो फैमिली एक दे दिया जिसकी बहुत कमी थी. थैंक यू सो मच.
मेरे पास क्या है आप बोलना मेरे पास आशीष प्रभु भैया है.
Mataji, yes, we are starting cake cutting, Mataji. क्या है?
Could you please spotlight Prabhu, please? Aditi, can be spotlighted?
Yes, Mataji.
Mataji, is it possible? Can you do Mataji? Because I lost the access, post access.
Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna, dear
bless you, dear. May Krishna bless you, dear. May Krishna bless you, dear Achyuta Prabhu. Hare Krishna to you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Haribol. Happy Krishna conscious birthday, Achyuta Sarva Mohan Prabhu. I think Essex. I think I think I think Essex is very lively birthday. Essex devotees are nicely doing the birthday, very
Very true,
lively, and
Mataji.
everyone has come together. Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Mataji, please bless me, Mataji, so that I can serve Guru and Gauranga, Guru Maharaj. I can take their instructions and follow. And please guide me always, Mataji, like you are guiding me.
We can
Thank you
pray,
so much,
Prabhu.
Mataji.
We
Always you
can
are there
pray
for
and
us.
share. So we all of us now we will pray for Achyuta Sarva Mohan Prabhu for his well-being, spiritual advancement, and for the entire family. For their well-being, we will pray. Three times Hare Krishna mantra. So those who are there also can join, and those who are in the Zoom also will
Hare
together.
Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranams.
Yes,
Today, Mahananda Prabhu's birthday also. Please,
we
we'll
have
pray
done
for
it.
him also.
We have
Oh,
done it in the beginning.
okay.
Yeah, we have done the cake cutting in the beginning for him, and we all prayed for him as well, Mataji.
I joined a bit late, Mataji, sorry.
Yeah, okay, no worries. Yeah, so now shall we all do it three times?
Yes, Mataji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
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 Krishna,
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 Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare, Hari Bol. Jai. Very nice to see all this. So is it a
Thank you,
feasting
Mataji. Thank you
after
so
this
much,
or
Mataji.
glorification?
Glorification going on ya khatam?
Going on. Okay.
Done, Mataji.
Yeah. Wonderful. So
My
we
one
can.
left, Mataji.
Oh, yeah. So then you take your full time.
that that be the
Enjoy.
longest one.
That's good. That's good. She can pour it out nicely.
Yeah, yes, yes.
She's
I
good.
can't
Yeah.
hear properly.
Volume
Yeah.
100 पे ही है.
So you okay? So all the devotees, thank you very much who have gathered there in Jagannath House. That's really wonderful on a weekday, working day. You have all lovingly come to offer your wishes and prayers. Really appreciate that. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hari Bol. Jai. All the Matajis are very blissful. Gauranga. Very Bol. Hare Krishna. Very nice. Jai. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you. So we wishing everyone a very happy Damodar month ahead. I guess mostly we may have a special speaker for the next Monday. Mostly, I guess. I pray and guess. Pray and hope that we can get that guest speaker for the next Monday, so we can hear even more nectar from him. If it is possible, we are trying our best. So maybe you can pray as well. So it's real nectar. So then next day, 7th, we can actually start in a more glorious way. But we all have 1 week left, so we can all sit and reflect, introspect, and see that what are the vratas we want to take it up this time, which is for our own self, and for others, how we are going to help others. So we can make our own vrata, sankalpa, which is basically the sankalpa. And we can also discuss with our own leaders. And of course, they will also say as a team, as individually what we want to do. That is our, that we can plan as a team, each Bhakti Vriksha, each kids group, each teens group, each everyone, what sankalpa. That's what we are going to have a meeting tomorrow with all the leaders. So then that will be shared with all of you. So it's a joint effort. We can pray and do it as one, unit. Srila Prabhupada says one spiritual family. So we can offer this. In that way, we will truly feel blissful. Working together in that spirit is actually the real joy. Alone, we can't do much. And that is not the spirit as well. Even our acharyas, they always say that not only I want to go, I want so many people to take together, we want to go back to Krishna. So that is the spirit, and the acharyas have given that. It is never alone. It is always being with everybody, doing things together, for the pleasure of the Lord and the pleasure of Guru Parampara. So that's the spirit. So let's pray that this 1 week we prepare our consciousness, prepare our mind, dwell on all this things we have discussed, and then we can make up a writing, and then we can offer to the lordships in our own homes, and then pray to give that strength so that we can, be able to give that offering. For the pleasure of Lord Damodara, Srila Prabhupada, Guru Parampara. Yes, and for the Vaishnavas. So thank you so much. I will see you next week. Till then, Hare Krishna, Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Hari Bol, Hare
Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare
Jai.
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.